was supposed to be going to a car show today. Well, I was thinking of going to a car show today, and the weather is good. But obviously I'm not there because I'm here doing this video for you guys. And also because at the moment I'm practically broke, and I'm about to explain why. Okay, so now we've got the car running properly and it is a dream to drive, we can now think about getting back on with other projects I should have been doing in the last 6 months. We've been trying to get the damn car running right. So it's a case of now choosing which is going to be the next project and how we go about that. Well, obviously one priority is I look at the car and think, well, what is the worst thing on the car at this point? And that happens to be the interior. When I bought the car in a very, very bad state, and the interior is very rough on it. And the other thing, of course, is now that the car drives nice, you don't want to be sitting in an interior that looks rough and ropey and worn out. So the interior is going to be the next project. So welcome to the first video in the project that we decided to name 50 Shades of Grey, because believe me, inside here at the moment is about 50 shades of grey. So what I'll do, I will show you around the car, show you what the issues are, and discuss a bit how we're going to go about solving those problems. Okay, so there's the interior of the car, and one of the first areas you can see is the seat covers. Now, noisy bugger. Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, they're there to protect the seats, but they hide the first and most sinister problem and the most expensive problem. And I'll show you the driver's seat in a moment, but let's work round the car. Now, some of the biggest areas with the car, we'll start in the centre. So the seats are the first major problem, and we're going to come back to those. The centre armrest, as you can see, has got quite a lot of wear in it there. And it's a different colour to the rest of the car because we've been trying out different coloured paints in the car, and we'll come back to that. The other problem with the armrest is, I just come around here a bit, if you can see there, let's zoom in, the hinge is broken. Now I've glued that a number of times, but it keeps re-breaking, so that is a problem. Moving along to the front of the console, there's a lot of wear on the gear lever and on the gaiter, and another problem, though it's not technically part of the interior trim, something else I want to deal with is there's a hell of a lot of free play in the gear shift, so we'll be dealing with that as part of the interior, even though it's not really interior trim. Now, just moving along, I'm going to sit down in the car here for a second, just bear with me. Oh, okay, so moving along now, the door panels are just sort of grubby and dim and dingy, and they just look worn out. As the same can be said for the dash. Now, the other problem, this is going to be the next biggest problem, was on the dash. It's been repaired here, as you can see. It's been repaired quite badly. That also runs on, don't know if you can see it, if I can just find it myself because I can't see it. I think that's it there, just there you can see. I can't if I can get in any closer than that. You can see that the damage also runs onto there, so something has gone across the dash in some point. We've also got marks down here on the dash that need to be sorted out. And again, sort of wear marks on this side and this side of the console, so that's got to be sorted. And they've had something glued on here at some point, so that's the issues with the dashboard. The steering wheel is well worn, although it's still coloured. All the vinyl effect has gone off of that. So these are the things that we're going to try and deal with. Okay, so I mentioned that the driver's seat is quite bad. Now, the reason that it's two different colours is because we've been trying to colour match the seats with a view to possibly repainting, repairing or replacing the seats. And as you can see there, there's quite a lot of damage to the bolster on the side of it. Now the trouble with the seat, if I can just change, just bear with me if I change the camera angle here, is that a lot of the vinyl is rotting away, you can see there, so it's not really going to last a lot longer. So something has got to be done, and the question is what? Yes, right, so as we say, the question is what? So just let me get more comfortable. Yes, right, so the question is what? I've been obviously been keeping an eye out for, well, literally ever since I had the car, for second-hand seats for it, and I've just not been able to find any that are worth having or worth the money. So what I did is I started looking down the route of going for aftermarket seats. The problem with that being the fact that you pretty much going to have to recolour them, and a lot of the car interior trim specialists don't really want to recolour seats because they say it wears off after a year or so. So if you're going to recolour them, you've got to recolour them yourself. Now, I have recoloured interior trim before now. It's not the first time I've done it. It's not something I like doing. It's not easy to do, but it was one of the options that's open to you. But the problem you've got is A, finding a paint that works on the interior. You can buy specialist paints for painting interior. Mainly it's acrylic. You need to use an acrylic paint. The other problem is matching the colour. You can't get the paint mixed like you can for paintwork and bodywork, so you've got to try and find a colour that matches, and that's why the seat's different colour and the armrest is different colour, because we were experimenting with different colour paints to try and match the colour of the interior with a view to getting aftermarket seats. Then this morning I got lucky. I was having a hunt through eBay and I found a pair of seats the same colour as mine in leather, a bit more expensive. Well, I got a bit of a discount on them, so after the discount they cost me £390, and the aftermarket seats were going to cost £260, then about £100 in paint to paint them. So it's cost me about £30 more, but I've got genuine Porsche seats and they're full leather and they're the same colour as my interior. So that's resolved the biggest issue, the seat problem. So they hopefully should be with me in the next 3 or 4 days. Going to give them a good clean when they get here. They look really good. I will put a picture on in a minute. I'll put a picture up now, so you should be staring at a picture of them right now as we talk. But I'm going to give them a clean and then give them like a leather conditioner and that before I put them in the car. Then obviously the seat covers will go back on to protect them and keep them nice. Now, that then brings us into the centre console that I showed you earlier. With the armrest, obviously, because again you're back to the colour matching problem. On eBay there's a company I've used before when I had a Toyota. I didn't say that. They do leather parts to cover things. They do a leather cover that goes on your armrest. But what I was thinking is, because the front of the front kind of pocket area of the centre console is in black and the centre of the dash is in black, I was thinking of going black with the armrest as well. So do a black leather cover on that. So you've got leather seats, leather cover with grey stitching, black with grey stitching on your armrest. Now, the centre console's got that broken hinge, which I've glued a couple of times and it just keeps breaking. Also, I've got to figure out how the armrest comes off so that the centre console can be sent off to be dipped. Because what I want to do with the centre console is have it dipped in a carbon fibre finish. So what it might end up being is buying a second-hand console, stripping it down, sending it off and having it dipped, covering the armrest on that with the black leather, ready to go in the car. I've also found a company in Germany that do replacement gaiter and gear shift. It's not identical to the original, but in that said, it looks very much similar to the ones in the later cars, possibly the 981, 987, 981-ish look to it. And it comes with a chrome trim, or you can get it with or without the chrome trim around the leather thing. So that would be a new leather gaiter and a brand new gear change, which will make those look brand new. Obviously, I wouldn't put the centre console in and a new gear change in, and new gear lever in, until all the gear lever change mechanism has changed. Now, the plan with that, to get rid of that free play, you can hear rattling around here, is probably looking at going, I'm thinking about getting the short shift or the quick shift conversion for it. But also I watched some videos, and there's a plastic linkage on the side that tends to wear, and it shows you how to make a kind of a sleeve or a shim to go into that to tighten it up a little bit more. So hopefully, because that is the only thing now that spoils the drive quality of the car. So that hopefully is a plan for the seats and the centre consoles. Now, the other thing I didn't mention just now when I was doing the tour of the car is the seatbelt clasps, where the seatbelt locks into. They are absolutely minging, really gross. So they've got to be changed. So what I was thinking of doing is, while those are being changed, is going for the red seatbelts. Now, there's another company in Germany that do the red seatbelts, but also Clive said he knows a guy that actually changes the, let's find it, where is it? Actually changes, you take your seatbelts to him, and he actually changes the webbing for the colour you want. He fits this colour into your belt. So that might be a cheaper option. That said, the rollback on mine is a bit, what's it? So on second thoughts, it might be better to go for the complete new seat belts and latches. So that will be seats taken care of, seat belts taken care of, centre console taken care of, and the gear change taken care of. Then looking at trying to get the grey leather door cards for it from the later ones. So you got the speaker grills in the doors to put speakers in the doors, and the matching leather trim to match the seats, which just leaves the steering wheel and the dashboard. And that, I haven't got any plans at the moment. So that is still looking for ideas on that. Steering wheel, I can get that retrimmed for £150, but what I would like to do is get the 3-spoke wheel and then have the 3-spoke wheel retrimmed. And then that pretty much it. The carpets should scrub up. So that would then pretty much be it for the interior, apart from actually trying to sort the dashboard. So that's the plan. That's Operation 50 Shades of Grey, which it is at the moment. We will keep you updated. I will do a video when the seats arrive, showing you the seats. They better be as good as they look in the picture, because if they're not, they'll go straight back. And we'll, show you a bit of cleaning on them and a bit of leather treatment to look after them, and of course fitting them into the car. So that's it for today. That's our plan now that the car is running nice. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to go to the Carmen Classics show. So I'll bring you a video from there. Any thoughts on the interior, especially if you've got any ideas on how to save the dash, please let me know. Any of your thoughts on my ideas going for carbon fibre on the centre console? Maybe you think I should go for silver because of the car. Maybe you think I should go yellow on the seat belts instead of red. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about going black on the armrest. Do you think that will work, or we should try and go grey with it? You know, any thoughts that you've got on ideas for the interior, let me know and I'll consider them all. Yeah? Thanks for watching. Please share, please like, and please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.